Damn, son, this beat is lit.
Another Major League Entertainment production.
Damn, son. Damn, son. Damn, son.
Wake up world. You are now tuned in to the BKL sessions. I'm your host, Eric Magnus. You know, got my partner Ronnie B here with me, man. And today, man,
Classic.
we got, you know what I'm saying, I feel is the dopest duo in the land to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? These brothers is dope, man. That's all I gotta say. And we got URN in the house. You know what I'm saying? We got Ox and Spree in the house, man. So shit, man. I'm glad y'all here, man.
Glad to be here.
It took a minute, man.
Yeah.
And I definitely wanted to get y'all in, you know, on the booking side because we getting booked like a motherfucker, man.
Right.
And y'all may not have been able to get booked until like the middle of November and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
We got
y'all,
guests coming, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Y'all my brothers. You know what I'm saying? This man right here, this man is BKL all day. This is my Boss King brother right here. In addition to everything he got going on, and my man Spree here. You know what I'm saying? This man, he all world. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He do fast. He do many facets of things. He, you know what I'm saying? He run things with my brother right here, you know, over at Nefarious ENT. Shouts out to Nefarious, man.
Shouts out to Nefarious, most definitely. Yeah.
Man, y'all
That's a movement right there.
y'all
Keeping them boys,
man, y'all doing
Yeah.
Y'all like
I'm loving that though.
y'all moving, man.
Trying to keep it going the
it's
right way without schemery, snakery. You know, artists mess with us because I'm a straightforward type dude. I'm not gonna tell you no lies. I ain't gonna walk on eggshells to tell you something. I'm gonna give it to you straight up. And I just tell them up front, nah, we're not gonna charge you to perform. We have a showcase or something like that. But your supporters shouldn't have a problem. We're giving you entryway in, not them.
Right.
You know, they should have no problem. If they come to support you, they supporting my brand too. So,
You know, now you know I want y'all to really elaborate on, you know, Nefarious Entertainment and man, what y'all got happening and what y'all got going on. We got a lot to cover today, cause man, I know y'all got a lot to say, and I can't wait to hear each and every bit of it. You know, so man, I mean, how about we just start from the beginning?
okay. Nefarious.
Yeah, man, like.
Pandemic hit. Couple parent companies that I was down with and had built a rapport with and history with didn't work out. And it was just time for me to have my own, where I have complete say. If it go wrong, it's on me. If it go right, all the decisions, ins and outs. Like I put the pressure and heat on myself, and we was all locked in the crib. You know what else?
Yeah, we couldn't, man. Could nobody do shit. I remember when I dropped the tape, I had dropped the quarantine tape, you know what I'm saying? And I did the whole little live thing, you know what I'm saying? Because we couldn't do nothing.
Yeah. Then after that, once I got, you know, proper paperwork and everything, it was about, I need to hand select who I want affiliated and on my brand. Like, and Nefarious, that doesn't mean illegal, the regular definition,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
No. What we're saying is the system. We're gonna rob that system.
Yeah.
You know, the mainstream, no, y'all not needed no more. Remember, we talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
You don't need to sign a deal.
Right.
There's no need for advances and all this other stuff. You can independent is the way is winning. Unless somebody gonna come along and help you build your personal brand, you know, to build their brand, that's all. That's it now.
Yeah.
And it just basically transitioned into this new era. No record deal, single deals. We ain't got to do 3-4 projects. You can just give me 15 songs, executive produced and under my umbrella. And then after that, we'll share the, how it goes, share the rights to the songs.
It's a whole lot easier now. You know what I'm saying? That's what that that partnership. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where everybody, is they're working together on this. It ain't nothing on one person or another person, and that's how it should, always be. That's how it should always be.
Think of Nefarious as basically the idea, not the actual company, but the idea is basically to me like the Children of Pac. When he was saying when they thought the word thug,
right?
Like he just like you thinking somebody outside just hitting people over the head,
right?
Being raw.
He gave that meaning,
right? Same thing with Nefarious.
And I respect that. I respect that totally. I mean, me and you, we known each other for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? I'm both of you. You know what I'm saying? And I just, seeing how y'all have, man, how y'all just came so fucking far, man. I'm proud to say I know y'all.
Appreciate it. Vice versa. And like I said, I'm down. We're gonna get to that later on. The rest of But it's time for people to stop. We talk about this all the time. Artists, we're not gonna keep condoning that watered down bullshit.
No,
we're not about to do that.
No.
We're not gonna. I'm not saying dumb it down completely, because some people still living in real situations,
right?
And that's what they're talking about. But it's a difference between talking about something and glorifying,
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be in that lifestyle when you're in it,
right?
Right.
So why would you be endorsing? And no, that's not what we do. We're giving you real stories, real to a certain degree, real accounts of stuff that can happen to you. Good, the bad. We talk about this all the time. Like, we're fair, even with our music. You're not going to get a whole bunch of tracks from Ox that's just glorified. I won all my fights. Every situation I won.
Because life
I've been rich.
The hero.
That's not right.
That's not.
I just talked about that.
That's
With
not
the hero.
That's not being authentic.
No, it ain't.
And that's not. No.
We ain't invincible. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's all about being human, and you know what I'm saying, and just being real about it. You know.
And when you wise, you realize that as you telling somebody else your mistake, you can prevent them from making that mistake.
I do it all the time.
Yeah,
that's
man.
it.
Taking that time to give them that real music.
You also say sonning. They don't like it.
You trying to son me?
You trying to son?
No.
That ain't right. That ain't what I'm doing.
Our generation, it was. He just gave me some game.
Exactly.
Free game.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Man.
My New York cat's like, you dropped some jewels on me.
Right. Facts.
Right.
That's like my joint with me and Riff. Gems and Jewels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's the same concept. Like, let's hit them over the head where they don't even see it coming. And we're talking about real stuff that we need. All this stuff that we're talking about, we don't necessarily need, and people don't necessarily need to hear it. Not all the time, but it's some stuff
need to
be enforced.
Right. You know, man, we all gonna have our times where we had them songs where we just show our naked ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but there's got to be that balance. You got to be able to give people one to grow on.
Yeah.
Because if you can't do that, then it's pointless.
I just ain't all about incriminating my motherfucking self neither.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's I call that snitch. I call that snitch music.
Yeah.
I call that snitch music because you know what I'm saying. You not just like that, man. You got motherfuckers that make records, man, and they just telling on themselves. And I'll just be like, did you just get on that song and just give your whole
Top Authority went to jail behind their first album.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, and I listened to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers.
And the stuff Another Murder was one of the songs that got him convicted.
They go back to
You know what I'm saying?
the music that you're making and the man overseeing that shit, which is your rightful CEO and the owner of your masters.
Right,
That
right.
motherfucker tell you exactly what everybody in the industry tell you.
Right.
Keep it real. Keep it 100% authentic. And they take that shit as, I gotta tell them everything I did, just so they can feel me. And when they do that shit,
That's when
you know what I'm saying?
that's when shit gets.
I don't think motherfuckers that and rap shit, it's like TV shit.
Yeah.
It's you can see the shit that can happen, but at the beginning of that bitch, they tell you that some of that shit is fucking fabricated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cause believe me, a true story about a motherfucker still got fabrication in it because they still
Right.
don't want to be implicated.
That's
in
like
shit
Right.
that's like when
Right.
you see they'll say
They're gonna twist
like
it for the entertainment
right
purposes.
and or like when they be like the names have been changed to
Yeah,
protect.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where people have a problem differentiating. You know what I'm saying? They take it all in and they think it's all 100%, you know, real.
Yeah.
When it ain't, even the realest shit ain't real because they gotta pull back on some shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And you know that's where you know people they get too far gone in it.
Uh-huh.
They get too far gone in it, man. And next thing you know,
The pride and arrogance takes over.
yeah.
You know,
Every time.
I'm this now. You know, it's this. But it's something because I speak on a lot of stuff all the time, and it's something I talked about. I said, you know, it's funny. I was like, a lot of these dudes that come out with the nonsense, always the ones that get ran up on.
Yeah.
But when you got the regular people, ain't nobody run up on them, and they more filthy rich than the people that these other people idolize, and they go anywhere they want to, even by themselves,
Total
with
facts.
no bodyguard. And people, as soon as they walk through the door, they showing them love. You don't hear about nobody run up on KRS-One and slamming him off the stage, or you know, death threats this, death threat that, or we hate this dude. He do go anywhere he want.
Arrogance.
There you go.
It is.
There you go. And you know,
Oh,
these
man.
conceited nobodies,
It could
as
be
I call them
crippling.
in our city. I call them conceited
For sure.
nobodies.
It could be
You know
crippling.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Who gonna be there at the show?
Yeah.
Like you.
You.
You should
Yeah.
be trying. It's gonna be your peers and
Man.
and potential fans. So
Every
do
time
your
I ask
job.
somebody, man,
Right.
come rock with me. Hey, do anybody get discovered there? How many people gonna be there? Is there any women there? Dude, this ain't a dating service.
Come
like,
find out.
dude, you got to
Just
come.
come and
Just come
come
on.
and check it out. Shit.
And
I
it
invited
matter
you
who
to come
the
through,
fuck
so you
when
know.
a person asks you to come to a show,
The show must go on.
what they
That's
saying
right.
is shine your light. I'm asking you to come. If you're a star, you feel you got it in you, come shine your light. Anything else is just nonsense. I'm not
It's
trying
nonsense.
to be involved
Exactly.
in that shit. Like,
At all.
give us the tough ones. Come on.
Oh,
I know
man.
you got a list.
Well, you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you something, man. This show, I don't have a list. This shit
A
is
mental
totally
list. No, I mean a mental
mental
list.
A mental list.
I know you
A
got
mental
one.
list. Oh man.
The worst thing you encountered in this game.
You know, there you go.
That's a great question.
Worst thing you encountered in this
In
game.
this game.
The
The worst thing you did.
Disloyal motherfuckers.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh
Disloyal
man.
motherfuckers
Yeah.
that want to just sabotage your motherfucking career.
Yeah.
Your credibility, your hard work,
Yeah.
just want to shun and shame you all at the same
Yeah.
time. Like
Yeah.
it's ridiculous, and you know I'm gonna have to do what I do. You know, you can't take away. You don't have to like what's in history, but you can't take it out of history. It's
Right.
not your place in life. That's not your job.
No, not at all.
Like you said, you are in the group. Like it's
Right.
Cleveland streets, 15,000 copies sold.
So, right.
This is cold, no sound scan, no
Right.
none of that, no
Right.
car. We're gonna keep it a buck.
guys.
No car on foot. You seen me everywhere for the past 7 years straight working.
Yeah.
You can't. That's history.
It's history.
We called it straight out the trunk and ain't have a trunk to sell it out of.
Right there with
We
you.
kinda
'cause you know what I'm
did.
saying?
But-
It's like, but I meant on an overall.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
Right.
It was hard work.
It was hand and foot.
I was jumping on buses going to every
Man.
venue I could just
Man,
to
I
get
was-
that word out there,
man,
just to let them know that I
right.
do something. You know, let them
Right. I was
you
on.
know, to
I
build
was.
the fan base with no team.
Yeah,
Like, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I was
Just
I was
starting
on
with,
RT.
you know,
I was on
Same from
RT. I was
scratch,
on
out the
RTA
mud.
night and day. You know what I'm saying?
Late nights. Yeah.
Doing it. You know what I'm saying?
What you're talking about right now, that's the important part that I feel like this new generation of artists, that's why it's so important for us to help, you know, usher them in until they get where they want to be mentally and financially. We got to shape that.
I agree.
You know, we same thing. We was getting on the bus, top of the world, anywhere
Yeah.
to get it done. It was drive and passion.
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing to sacrifice some things?
Determination, perseverance.
Are you going to push through, you know, to get to the other side? And having plans. We all were wise enough to have plans. Okay, if my music too real, or they don't like the sound or the cadence or whatever, if it runs its course, is what I'm looking for still possible, or do I have to adapt to keep it going?
Yeah.
Right.
And
The
it's-
wise ones keep it going. They know how to, okay, I went from this and wait a minute, I've always been producing. I've always been executive producing. I've always been songwriting, ghostwriting. I've always been. That don't have to stop.
Right.
There's no time limit on that.
Not at all.
You know, I could do that until I catch arthritis or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
And then I could just voice. They got it now. I can just voice.
Voice.
Yep. That's all you got. That's all.
Right.
That's all. You know what I'm saying? It's easier now. It's, you know what I'm saying? We come from back in the day of ADATs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Man, they don't know nothing about motherfucking ADATs and shit and
No,
the
not at
actual
all.
track recorders, man.
Yeah,
Where
phone tracks and-
where we really had to, you know, put in that work. I mean, really, literally, hands on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cassettes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me see what it was. It was
Cassettes.
Dad's analog. Then we switched over to partial digital, but we still had to use the DAT machines with the recorders, and then it went all digital after that. But see, that's what made niggas like us great,
Right.
because that's the adaptation.
Right.
These new motherfuckers ain't had to adapt to nothing.
Right.
They just go in, hit the shit raw, and go about their fucking business.
Yeah.
They got niggas that do the shit for them. And see, that's good, that's cool. Do that. You know what I'm saying? But I like to be,
Hands on.
yeah, because me personally, I know how I fucking want to sound. I don't want nobody else to put that up to themselves.
Right.
Let me make a sound
Right.
for you. That's
Yeah.
cool too.
Yeah.
But
And
if I wrote it, I especially know how I fucking wrote it.
Right.
I know how I want to hear myself.
Right.
I don't need you to fix it. I don't need
Right.
you to just do your job as to mixing the shit. But see, now I'm in a place where everybody we done fucked with and jabbed our music. I'm talking straight in the face. Bow. Here, take that, nigga, on the sleep side. Now I'm like, nigga, I'm woke. I'm on everything. I'm back to making our shit sound like the way it's supposed to sound.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Cause I've been with this nigga for too many years not to know what the fuck he sound
Yeah,
like.
y'all,
Right.
man.
Right.
man.
Y'all had that chemistry. And that's
They
what
do.
y'all-
And that's the thing. Nigga don't need much. But other motherfuckers want to doctor it to try to make it to an industry sound.
Yeah.
Let that man be him.
Yeah.
Right.
All he needs is a tweak here and a tweak
Man,
there.
the man's motherfucking voice, first off, is too motherfucking powerful.
That's the weapon.
It is.
For all that
Yeah.
extra shit. And I know about having commanding voices. You know what I'm saying? That man, he don't need all that. He don't need that shit.
I don't need all that
That
stuff.
man's voice is already thick. It's already robust and gives you that when he speaks. You gonna listen. You gonna
You
listen.
got that commanding voice like CPO. You kind of
You know,
remind me.
you know,
Say, your voice is that CPO when he first came, and nobody really,
Yeah.
he been raw, but y'all just now getting hip to
That's
it.
what it-
And then when
I
he
feel
came out, he was, oh, dang, that's a raw voice. You know what I'm saying?
I get it all and
Yeah,
I use
man.
it like an instrument. You
Yeah,
have to.
you have to.
And I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be saying no frivolous and corny stuff. Like, no, it has to be meaningful.
Yeah.
Like I talk about real situations, real life. I talk about the stuff these dudes is ignoring. Like, was talking about R. Kelly. Like, it's amazing to me, all these people saying he did all these things and they were all around and we knew. No one did anything. No one saved anyone, which gets me to believe no one was in real danger. No real crime was being done here. This is a straight, like, scandal.
Yeah. And me, I'll tell you what I feel it is. I feel, being in the industry, they wanted him to do some shit that he was not cool with. They wanted him to do some shit that he didn't want to do. And when you've been in it for a long time, when you've been in the industry for a long time, and then you want to step away from that shit, they're like, it's gonna cost you.
They're gonna pull the player and stops.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't give a fuck how rich you are. I don't give a fuck how many motherfucking hoes you got. I don't give a fuck what you can do for my daughter. I don't give a fuck what you thought you could do for my daughter. There's no way in the fuck you going with that nigga. You going where? I didn't give a fuck if he didn't have a name for himself.
Sold
who?
Right. And why they sold
Yeah.
And why they fucking putting this man under the jail? Put them parents. Too. Put them there too.
They need to be
put their asses there too.
Right.
But everybody around them, man, them motherfuckers, they all took pleas.
Yeah, of course.
They all took pleas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Already know.
Of course, man.
Pleas and checks.
But see, that's why you don't do shit.
Right.
If you got a vice that you know is fucked up and wrong in your eyes and in the eyes of the world, because it's all about perception.
Right.
Fucking don't do it with 10,000 people. That's on your fucking payroll. Because them niggas, I don't give a fuck. They like wolves. Once you start feeding them niggas, they get to growling at you.
Oh, yeah.
You wait too long to feed them, they'll turn on your ass.
Exactly.
And having too many people in their personal space.
Yeah.
Because R. Kelly got in trouble the very first time with a dude he allowed to go in his bedroom and was looking for something and pulled out a blank tape and slipped it in. That's the one where he peeing on the girl and all that, and he made copies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
distributing.
That's
how he got in. That's how R. Kelly got in trouble the first time.
Yeah.
Cause
yeah.
of dude.
That was beginning of the end.
That was beginning of the end then.
Same thing, Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cousin,
man.
own cousin.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, man.
But it's just so much.
He wasn't
going
even
on.
there, and they having all these fights while
Right.
he gone, and you know, and they asked Vic like, "Hey, he didn't roll on him."
I got something for
on the
y'all
team.
today. Freedom of speech isn't free. That shit is over with.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You say something, you got to fucking stand on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a great, for me, like, that's a great thing with a motherfucker to put real shit in their raps anyway. You say something, I mean it, I'm speaking it, I'm going to stand on it.
Exactly.
But it's not free anymore. I'm going to give y'all some examples. The baby
Oh yeah.
said what he said, and I heard it, and I didn't get what they got out of it. Like, he was targeting, he just was doing what, to me, what most young people who not thinking, and older people would say ignorant thoughts, he just was rambling, hoes, this, and if you ain't do this, and they took it totally left. First person that says something is one of our own. Not even the people that's supposed to be offended by it.
Right.
One of our own, Questlove, jumps right out the window, right out the gate. He'll even be on IG.
Right.
And Twitter and all this. Made a live video, just, he's ignorant, cancel him. And now he cost that man money, shows.
Endorsements.
But but it's cool. Nas X can run around.
Fuck the kids and all that shit.
Could do what nobody's canceling nothing. They give him humanitarian
kicking people in the
awards
chest and all that kind of crap.
Freedom of speech ain't free no more.
No, man.
And you gotta mean what they used to say. Mean what you say what you mean. And you gotta stand on it.
Yeah. You have to, because that's all you know what I'm saying? Your word is what you got. You know
It's
what
so
I'm saying?
bad. It's so they don't want us to shine so bad. Now they picking up some stuff.
Well,
They-
yeah,
they-
man.
they
Yeah,
picking up-
sure.
yeah,
I got
they
a
picking up
couple
something,
of glasses. Oh, you got cups?
That we done
yeah.
said 10 years ago when we was in a different mind frame and come and use it towards us now.
But that's
You would
what
take
I'm
something I
saying,
said as a
man.
13-year-old
All this
kid.
shit I gotta
Notice
watch
I
what
say the
the
word
fuck I
kid.
say.
I
Right.
could have hung around some ignorant dude because I was a kid, but now I'm a grown man and you know, and make a name for myself and to feed my family. You know, I done matured. Here you go digging to pull out something I say as
Right.
13.
That's what happened
Right.
to Kevin Hart.
That's what I was speaking
exactly-
on. I was
that's
going
exactly-
there with that.
It's,
That's why I
it's
said
happened
that.
to several people. They
Yeah.
go back and, you said this on
Oh, you
Twitter.
said this on Twitter. Look what they did to Eminem. Oh, he said this on a mixtape that Dr. Dre had never even heard. And then they come and, yeah, man, you said, and the whoop.
I'm with you.
Hey, but you
As
know
black
what?
men, hold on. But as black men, to me, that's two different things.
Yeah.
What Kevin Hart was saying was, I'm a black man, heterosexual. I don't want my son
Yes,
to
sir.
be gay.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
What dude was saying was something
Something
else.
else, yeah.
With Eminem, you were upset with
Right.
somebody in a relationship that ended, and you begin to race bash them.
Right.
Right.
And you're in that culture that was created by those
Right.
same people you bash.
Exactly.
And you're around black people that made you.
Right.
Right.
That made-
So that's why that's
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Yeah,
See,
that's
I went
a
to
whole-
Georgia,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we say this all the time. Certain people in this culture, depending on their value, get passes.
But you know what
Right.
the fuck happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. It's too many motherfuckers in too many motherfuckers' business now because of social media, and that's what killed it. Cause you got so many motherfuckers connected on so many sides. You say something, oh, you gonna defend this nigga, they gonna say something, and then the next person gonna jump on their bandwagon to defend them, and then you got your supporters that's gonna defend you. But see, they fucked around and let a real nigga in, and they really gonna be on my ass. Cause I say the fuck I want. I'm
Man,
fuck.
that's what I'm. That's what.
Right.
That's what
I'm
I'm.
gonna say the fuck.
That's
And
what
see,
I'm
that's the difference between saying what you want and saying what people don't want.
Right.
Right.
And standing on it.
It's
Like you just
standing on
said,
it.
standing on
Fat Joe,
what you say.
prime example. No disrespect to him, but I've always felt like as they preach this Eminem is a guest in hip hop, I always felt like Fat Joe was. I feel like you get the best of both worlds because you get to represent for your culture in a culture that's not the same thing.
Right.
You know, it didn't come from the same thing, and you get to make money off of that. The consumer for real that's buying that is black, especially around his era and projects.
Yeah.
So, for us to get to verses, and now you're not watching what you saved for your show and da. What do? You say what you really be thinking in your mind and in your heart. When Job was about to bring out Vita and about to bring out Lil Mo, Lil Mo had all type of shit. She a real motherfucker to me. She
Hell
my
yeah.
life.
I love Lil Mo.
Yeah.
I love Lil Mo.
I did dope, coke, crack, whatever. I did everything.
Right.
Because y'all don't know what go on in this behind the scenes.
Right.
But I'm here to tell you I'm a better person. I'm trying to, boom. For him to come out, he know that. And say, yo, I know you're not bringing out them dusty crackhead bitches.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have said that if they was Latino.
No.
He wouldn't have said that if it had been the song somebody did with J-Lo. He was one of his verses that was, he wouldn't have said that.
No, he wouldn't.
He said exactly what he felt. Is once they got a little bad ripple about it and Twitter started, oh, Joey,
Yeah.
that's when the PR move coming is, no, y'all, it was the heat of the moment.
man.
It was
I'm
a
sorry,
battle.
man.
Yeah.
Don't cancel me.
Here comes the damage control.
Yeah.
Here comes the damage control.
Same thing with
But you know
Nori.
why he was mad, though?
Yeah.
Another reason why he was mad, I kind of felt this in my heart. When they put that verses together, they didn't think Ja was gonna get the love he got.
And Joe Music, you're not even, let's keep it a buck, you're not even top 100.
Right. Come on.
You're not even top
All them hits
100.
that Ja got.
If we just talking New
But what I'm
York,
saying
Yeah.
is,
you're not even top
in
100
the rap
spitter
game,
of all
period,
time.
when the
No.
nigga in
So how
your
do you expect
fucking
they gonna know
career,
your music?
when the
Right.
nigga in your career
Yeah.
with straight facts too.
Mm-hmm.
He knew it. He couldn't come back from that.
It'd be different
So-
if it was the dude that did it to him.
Right.
He wouldn't have
Yeah.
won that.
Oh, no.
Joey, was a comrade that he got
And
more
he didn't
hits.
think that he was
Yeah.
gonna receive the feedback and the
Yeah,
love
he
that
thought it
Ja
would be a
got.
smooth
He
night.
thought he
Yeah.
was like, nigga, my
Right.
career stayed going even after yours ended,
Yeah.
nigga. I've been here a long time. I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
And he didn't think that
More hits. It's kind of
love was
yeah,
gonna
it's
come
numbers.
And that's
Yeah,
what they're
it's
looking at.
analytics. It's numbers.
Yeah.
Here's
That's what they're
what
looking at.
here's what some niggas don't realize too. Some niggas can just jump in the motherfucking rap game and make songs that everybody just gonna jump in on.
Mm-hmm.
Some niggas, when they start off, they have to switch it up. You ever hear the saying, you give it to women, the masses will come.
Mm-hmm. And that's true.
Let's take Ross, for example. Nigga came in strong, but he wasn't strong enough. He came in, started dedicating and putting most of his songs towards women. They felt it.
Yeah.
Then he came back with the Ross shit, with the MMG shit. Now he got the streets on lock. So some people don't understand that when you cater more to them females, because there's more of them motherfuckers out there.
Man,
than us.
and you talking about consumers, man.
There's more of them fucking
Consumer-wise,
women
man.
out there than it is us. And they the most consuming people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they fuck with your music, everybody gonna fuck with your music.
Exactly.
But that's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's the same thing that Pac said when he went in the rant and he got to talking to Biggie.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that when he had the black shirt on and he was laid back, that vibe interview.
Yeah.
And that's when he got out of jail and he had came back and he was just like, you know, Biggie, I let you sleep on my couch and the whole nine.
Yeah.
And he say, go back and look. He say, I told Biggie, you know, don't rap for the niggas, rap for the bitches.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they gonna want, you know, he say, look how his whole style changed. Now he Big Papa, now he, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Took his whole swag.
right, you know, and that's what he was speaking on. You know, and people have to understand, man, that people. I appreciate y'all, bro, too, for this.
Oh, you know, we're gonna bless the spot.
Definitely,
Man,
much
and that's-
because I needed this for real.
Yeah, he was. We was
Yeah,
sitting outside. He like, I need a drink.
Yeah. Been one of them days.
I was like,
man. So you know, but
Oh shit.
And so,
and
Talk about the beef.
yeah, man.
Let's talk. That's
Yeah.
the iconic
Yo.
beef.
Yeah,
yeah, man, it is.
bro.
It has been. You know what I'm saying, man. Me and matter of fact, me and my agent. You know, we was talking about some of the iconic beefs, and you know, he was talking about.
Still something left.
He was talking about his.
small
He was talking about his. He said his 3 top beefs to him. He said was, you know what I'm saying. Who all did he name? He said, "Oh, Ice Cube, No Vaseline." Easy Real Motherfucking G's, and Pac hit him up.
For sure.
Those are his. Those, you know what I'm saying. And I was like this. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, because those, especially when we talking about with Pac, because Pac was livid. Pac was livid on that boy. Pac.
I agree with you totally. But no, I'm talking about us.
Oh, you, as far as
Me.
Mhm.
Music. Some of them questions. How did? Who and what?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna ask you like this.
Because all of us water under the bridge. It ain't like nobody, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, let's talk about some of them beefs, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of them beefs.
To clear up some things.
We clear up some things.
My name have been slain.
Where it's,
dirt
you
on
know,
my
where
name,
shit, and,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? See talk about where shit stemmed from and
Yeah.
and petty ass misunderstandings and
Yeah.
shit like that, or motherfuckers just being flat out childish.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, man,
Who you got?
who I got?
Because it was a bunch of them motherfuckers.
Man, I would.
Wow.
Who would you say, if any, who did you have the most intense beef with?
Man, listen.
Yeah.
Who did you have the most intense beef with? And break it down.
It was brains. We gonna keep it a buck.
I
We gonna keep it a buck. Like out of all the,
Yeah, they had they were. Yeah, it was something going on.
we gonna keep it a bang.
It's bad.
We gonna keep it a bang.
It was, you know what I'm saying? It was, yeah. And so you got to break that whole
All right.
thing down.
I'm gonna do the short version.
Mm-hmm.
J-Lo is Dollar Bill's cousin. You know, they started Urban Survival. That was the camp. We was affiliates. I never signed no paperwork. We was just affiliates. We really was like still in like our rap / street mode. So it's really using us like goon work. Cause ain't no records. Ain't no fucking records. Never was no, you ain't never, not one compilation, not one nothing. So we was young and being used. Dollar land a relationship with Brains. He's, basically rolling out the red carpet for him. He's the first platinum. We got the first platinum dude on Urban Survival. Da, da, da. We need to show him respect. We need to have his back. Da, da, da. So good soldiers do what? They follow suit. They follow orders. Boom. So any little beef he had or any little corny shit that was going on, the team got to it immediately. Like, no, leave that one alone, or we at your show. Super deep, flags everywhere. You remember, you know what era I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a show one year on when we was doing Lakeside. 216, X-rated.
Yeah.
He was there, and he basically tried to pull I'm better than everybody. Hi, y'all need to listen to me, yada, yada. And I had to intervene and had a crowd like chill out, give him his due, da, 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 da. Boom. Next year, we doing the show again, part 2. Dude say down. Now, it's supposed to be a judge. There's 2 other platinum guys, too, that we gonna get to that, too, that was supposed to be on the judge panel. All of them flaked the day and night of the show.
Wow.
Left me hanging. So, let me see that ashtray. So, I began thinking like a rapper. We not all super fucking friends, and these guys is proving, you're only good as you could be used, as far as you could be used. So I'm basically trolling. I tell J Loke, like, hey, get ready to fire at both of them. It ain't gonna be no, but I just feel a certain type of way. It's time for a shift in the culture. Like, they feel like they the top guns, top guys, and I feel like they misrepresented us, and they in the way. So they burn me. I'm going to just come at them. It's all in the same camping group anyway. Cool. One day I wake up, I get a message on Facebook. This guy Brains had a whole panic attack. He said he was going to kill us. This is the narrative that got pushed. This big dude, this felon, this monster is gonna kill me and my brother. Me and Dollar is family. I was joking with the Batman and Batman shit. Like, this is stupid. Like, it wasn't no Batman and Batman. It was either Batman, Robin, Nightwing, or some fucking body else. Never Batman and Batman. So I'm poking at it, and dude just took some shit the wrong way and decided to do some screenshotted the old job I was working at, and like tried to drag me.
I saw it.
So I say, I'm still on, at that time, like, you playing corny games. Now I'm on street time. I say, hey, drop the location. Let me see later. I'll pull up right now. Where you at? And he comes right back. No, we're not going to do that. I called the police. I said, checkmate. All that street shit, all that gangster, chucks and none of that shit's real. Leave that shit alone. Leave me alone, and this shit'll be cool. Goes on Goldie's radio show, tries to discredit everything I ever done, which is a huge slap in the face. It's so many people's careers that I didn't, built from ground up, and let them, here you go, with no charge for the like, that's what made me mad, for the culture.
Yeah.
And you would do that on a syndicated radio show.
Yeah.
It was war.
And I can't.
Lyrical war. I played with him on Headless Scarecrow.
I remember when you dropped that. And you know what I'm saying? This is how the game go if you are in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like there has to be some checks and balances. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I respect a whole lot of people in the city. I respect them. You know what I'm saying? But there has to be checks and balances.
And it was raggedy still. We was gonna do the battle. That's what the song that came after that. It wasn't like I was trying to just extra drag him or nothing like that. Those are the bars that I prepared for the battle. Me and him supposed to battle. Both supposed to put up $1,000 for the bet. Dirty Red endorsed that. I'm gonna call my mans. Call him. All these people was blowing my phones up, Ghost of Don, all the affiliates, all the people I'm cool with. Dude got this great movement going on. You're ruined. Don't worry about. Flaked on me in the battle. Said, no, you got to pay him $1,000 to battle you. So no, you can get these bars for free. And I went in the studio and tried to give him a lyrical, clinical masterpiece with like what, 3, 4, 500 bars straight. The end of my summer went to me giving him work. Like I'ma pick every molecule and show you. You said I'm not good, I'm not real. I'ma prove that you never were. We fast forward. I'm working at East End. Mike Jones concert at the Odeon. He coming there for the after show. I'm doing security for him, private security. Next thing I know, they walk up. I try to be a man. This is facts. Big facts. I walk up to him, say I'm at work. I'm not on that. Let me talk to you over here. Like, man, you bitched up. He act like I had on my boss, full uniform, full security, the logo, everything. This is my job. I would have risked that over some rap, beef, bullshit. No. But he got scared. On God, got scared. Like, I ain't going over there. I said, bro, you ain't got to do all that. Now you're not even getting in. Because I feel like I didn't want to bury nothing. And I was going to put my pride to the side for the situation and let it ride. You still acting like a sucker. So no. Started heckling, standing at the door trying to talk crazy to me. I rush him. He do the fakest duck back run behind somebody. Like we face to face, he run behind somebody. I said, this dude was a clown. And I was like, from that day, you know, I've been hearing a little shit. Oh, he did a little skit on it. I prove what mattered most. I'm better than you. I'm better in the culture than you. I'm more respected in you than in the culture. So who won? You know what they say, you ain't got to beat a dead horse.
Yeah.
On wax. On wax and in the history books. Only person I know to out-rap and beat a platinum artist. Period.
You see, you know what I'm saying? And this man is standing on what he's saying. Like I said, I respect everybody.
Nobody got hurt. No blood was shed. We kept it rap. We ain't gotta like each other.
Right.
We ain't gotta publicly be. We ain't gotta do none of that. It's over with. All one person gotta do is say the word. It's over. It's over. Cool.
Yeah, and kept it rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. That's what we have. That's how the culture is built. That's how we do it. But then you got motherfuckers that want to get into some extra shit.
No.
Yeah.
You ain't got.
You ain't got
nothing to lose.
And I was just saying something earlier today, you know, because when I was younger, you know, I'm that 0 to 100. And I'll ignite quick, you know, still in me. But my whole thing now is going on what he said. It's time to be men, you know, and, you know, I done been through beefs, you know, and I done fell out with folks, you know, and when I know exactly what he's saying. Because I done pressed them dudes when they had whole rap crews. And it was just me. Like, you know, I don't know who gonna ride with me if I get into it with this dude. Nor was I even concerned. But as a man, I need to go talk to this dude like a man.
Yeah.
If you jump me, then so be it. But I need to holler at this dude like a man. Because before I never gave that thought. But as I get older, I was like, you know what? Because some stuff has been fixed with a conversation. And I'm glad that some of that stuff did get fixed. Because back in the day, a lot of that stuff got right. Because I'm the type of person where, you know, I'm rocking with y'all. You know, if I see y'all out somewhere, I'm going to show y'all love. Because I just was with y'all. You see what I'm saying? Y'all could be involved in in something going on. Somebody could come to me and be like, hey, man, I ain't rocking with them two dudes, they corny. Hold on, fam. I was just with these bros. So I'm a rock with these dudes because they ain't did nothing to me. So they these my comrades, how I'm looking at it, because I was just with you. So I'm a rock with you. Oh man, you don't know they whoop, 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 whoop. You can't sway me from brothers that just showed me some love. See, I ain't cut like that. You could be done told me, hey, man, dude had me down in the basement, pistol with me, whoop, whoop. My first response gonna be like, look here. That's between two men. That's between two men, for one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to figure that out. But he ain't did nothing to me. So if he showed me love, I'm gonna show that man love in return. Because all of us got some stuff that we done did. You see what I'm saying? But I'm man enough to say, hey, if we out somewhere and somebody pull up and you willing to ride with me, I'm just honest enough to say, hey, look, man, back in the day, hey, I made a mistake, XYZ. I'm letting you know what it is. So when you do ride with me, you going to get the truth.
Right.
You not going to get you roll with me for nothing. I'm going to be man enough to say either I was right or I was wrong. Right. You might be like, look, I'm going to still rock with you anyway because I think you a cool dude. I'm going to be like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Same thing with you. I might be with you somewhere. And you might say, hey, look, man, I dated this girl, this her brother. We got something this going on. I ain't going to be like, man, bro, I'm going to respect the fact because you as a man came to me and told me what's up. From then, it lets me know to be like, well, shoot. We all make mistakes, but me and you rock it. You see what I'm saying? So if it's two of them and your elbows bend, my elbows gonna bend, cause I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? If we come into a spot together, I'm leaving with you.
All right.
It could be 100 of them. I'm gonna look at you and you gonna be like, my elbows finna bend. Well, then my elbows got them. You see what I'm saying? You get knocked out, I get knocked out. When you come to, you gonna look over and say, oh, dad, Ronnie B coming to too.
Though. I ain't never.
You know what I'm saying? But
our rap beefs be solo ties.
Right.
And that's a new word.
Right.
Solo ties.
I like that.
When you got some shit going on, you know what I'm saying? Right. I feel it. I'm with my man's 100%. Always. 100%.
Right. And you need
need to get your aggression and your point and your aggression to that person. It don't need to be the whole camp.
Exactly.
It don't need to be everybody.
Like I ain't hit everybody unless they said something.
Right.
I stick to the craft. I stick to the code. Right. Anybody we're gonna keep it a bean, from Urban that ever got any bars from me, it's because they said something. And if somebody's against me and I'm right, and you speak on that, now you're an enemy.
Right.
You deserve to get this.
You gonna get it too.
The only time you're gonna catch me in that beef is if it get physical.
Right. When it gets all out of hand and it don't need to be, Right. Yeah. And a lot of this stuff ain't gonna be that.
It don't be.
You know what I mean? Because I done been involved in stuff where dudes was getting they shine on, and I'm the dude on the side. But it be some stuff like, oh, why y'all giving that dude props? I'm the legend and he not. Or I got the record out and he don't. You know what I mean? I done been in venues and rocked the show where the dude on the sideline like, hey, dog, you did your thing. But the dude with him like, man, why you giving him woo,
facts.
Facts. You see what I'm saying?
Big facts.
But I respected dude because he was man enough to say, I don't care what you say. Dude had a show. I'ma show him love. Yeah. Woo. You know what I mean? As a man, he was like, man, I don't care what you say. I'm going to give this brother some love because this brother did his thing. I done had that. And I done seen dudes fall away from they dudes and rock with me. And I be like, well, why you rock with me? He said, because you ain't did nothing to nobody. You just came out and did what you do as an MC. You came out and rocked. You ain't bothered nobody. You just did your thing. So if you get your props, you deserve to get your props.
Always works out.
And I'm the same way, and I give up.
It's just too many motherfuckers, especially where we come from.
Yeah.
That just don't want to see the next nigga shine.
They don't. Right. They don't.
Everything, I get it. The rap game's a fucking competition. Right. A nigga at home, it only should be competition when we in the rough fucking race.
Right.
Like, we, at this point, nigga, if you ain't motherfucking had $1 million at one motherfucking time, or 2 or 3, I don't give a fuck, more than 100,000. If you ain't had more than that, nigga, we still at the fucking starting line.
Exactly.
Sure is.
Exactly.
We sure
So
did.
you mean to tell me that when that motherfucker pow go off, you gonna try to trip me because you want to fucking win? How about we run this bitch together?
Right.
Then when we get close to the finish line, nigga, you can speed up or I can speed up, whichever one the fuck. But nigga, if we both intersectingly cross this fucking finish line, we'll be great.
Right.
You win, and I'm way the fuck back here because you decided to fucking do me all kind of dirty.
Right.
Your status
What's next?
is just on some fuckery.
Yeah.
God in the flesh.
Right. Right.
So, bruh.
I want to talk about your new project.
That's what we talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Same thing.
Yeah. That's
Let's
what I
talk about that, man. You know,
Yeah.
you
I want some
you,
that.
you know, first off, man, you've been consistent for as long as I've known you. You know what I'm saying? And now you coming with this shit here, this man.
And for the record, I
God
always
in the
heard
flesh.
about it, never met the brother.
Facts.
But the
Facts.
stuff that I heard was nothing negative. So I'm going to put that out
Facts.
there to these
Appreciate
people
it.
out here
Appreciate
watching
it. Because
this.
the real ones that know,
Right, right.
I'm the type I
I
only cross.
always heard he do his thing. You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
it.
I always
Appreciate
heard
it.
that he had the bars and stuff. So I always wanted to meet y'all because I
Appreciate
had always heard y'all. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
I'm the type that I love people that still have them old school values, as they say. You know what I mean? That do this culture for real. So
Yeah.
I've always been a big fan of that. I never varied from the script. You know, like this
And I
brother
can't.
right here. Like, can't nobody tell me about this brother here. You know, if somebody come to me and say, whoop, 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 this, that, other, and the third, I ain't trying to hear. And guess what? At the same time, I ain't the moral police. Because I got stuff in my rear view.
Big facts.
You see what
Big
I'm saying?
facts.
So
That
I'm
ain't
going
my
to still
job.
rock with this brother. I ain't no better. It's just a simple fact. I wanted to link up with him because I want to build. I'm a builder. We not tearing down
And
nothing.
what you did to another motherfucker don't mean you
It
gonna
don't
do
mean
that shit
to
to
me. Exactly.
And if
You
I
know,
did hear that you did something foul to a
Right.
motherfucker, I know to keep my two eyes open on your ass.
ass. Right. Exactly.
God
You know what I'm
in the
saying?
flesh.
So let's talk
Right.
about God in the flesh.
That's where I'm at. Anybody that know, trying to change the narrative. You know, I ain't trying to preach. I ain't trying to give everybody a 5%er perspective for none of that. I'm telling you, in my heart, what I deem to be the truth. We all got God in us. Like pieces, portions, powers, everything. But the way the system has it set up, you have to believe that it's not in you, it's something out here that's further away that you need to, besides the universe.
Right.
You know, it has to have a name. How about whoever has done all this, you don't know their name. No one is fucking
Right.
that's that face you see when a person dies. That's who they're seeing.
Right.
You know, God in the flesh.
Yes, sir.
It's in you. Everything you want to do, good, bad, what they say, good and evil, is in you. And you just have to focus on the good parts and do less bad shit.
No doubt.
You know, so it's gonna be a crazy project. Like I said, it's about manifesting, knowing I am it. Me being created, a piece of him was put in me. And if I don't use it, what they say, waste of talent,
He gonna take it away.
take it.
Don't use it, you lose
You
it.
lose it.
And
Straight
it's
up.
as simple.
Simple as that. You lose it.
And it's time for it.
But here's the
And
trouble we having. The trouble we having is we actually working on like 4 or 5 projects at
Sheesh.
one time. And at the same time of trying to be in music, we also in our business mode and trying to find a balance between that was so I don't give a fuck. Niggas always talk that 24 hours a daytime. Man, a day, a week, 7 days a week, in a whole, I probably get a total of 9 hours of sleep in a fucking 7-day period. It's because I work all fucking week. Then you got to tend the fam. Then I got to put business after that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I do got my free time, put all my free time with that man and working on the music and the business and the shows and the shit all like that. And that's the balance, but fuck the balance. We just got tired of motherfuckers that, you know, you try to work with and they
ain't working.
You ever heard that? I know you didn't heard it. We all the same, man. I don't know why I asked you. Have you ever heard? Too many motherfucking Chiefs and not enough Indians.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir. Yeah, we same age. So I just turned that
with
side
that being
off
said,
in
when
June,
you got
so,
motherfuckers that want to be in charge of something, be in charge of your fucking life, okay? You don't have no control at this point over here. You just got to do what the fuck you told. You know, it's not, hey, you got to do what the fuck I tell you, but, you know, it's, nigga, the train don't move without the motherfucking engine at the front. The cars that's in the back keep this motherfucker going at however long, 2 miles or however long them fucking trains be. But you got to have that train. And if the train ain't moving, then we just stuck.
Yes, sir.
God in the flesh, December 3rd.
Yes.
Y'all don't make promises I can't keep.
Man, I was about to ask you when.
December 3rd. It's a go.
I got to get a bite of that. I got to get a bite of that. I'm loving the title. I got to have that.
Spree. Working on his project. Like, it's there. You know, the vibes is there. The music is there. The bars is there. You know, it's just we got to get, you know, we tired of recording where we at. We're going to take our show on the road. We're going to start going to Detroit, dip a couple states over, take the equipment, go enjoy life, have fun, meet, come back, record.
State of mind.
The bars are still going to be there. You wrote them where you live at and where you from in that environment.
Right.
From that mind frame.
But you getting out there, you know what I'm saying? You want some fresh air into that brain of yours. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
You want to experience other things. And when you experience other things, it adds a lot to the creative.
The energy.
Yeah, if you're just sitting, like, if I'm sitting around this motherfucker all day, my creative is not gonna.
That's what, yeah.
It's not.
And then it's good to get out and see different perspectives because you never know who you may run across in a lifetime that may inspire.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you can go a state over, and you know what you came for. But you could meet someone or someones that'll say some jewels and drop some jewels, and you be like, you know what? I ain't never think of that before.
Thanks.
Because they state different from your state. They coming with a different mind frame that you ain't even thought of.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. They might be in a way where they be like, hey, where y'all from? And y'all might be like, we from Ohio. And they get to talking, and y'all go ahead and spit at them. And they be like, dang, man, I ain't never think of that. You know what I mean? Now y'all got camaraderie going on.
Yeah.
In another state that y'all don't even live in. But now that same person, you don't know who you was talking to. He might have been a big deal in that state. You go around and say, hey, it's these two brothers from Cleveland.
Right.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
That's why I tell it's important to treat people with respect. Because you really don't know who you talking to.
Right.
You talking to this dude that you met outside and he was just walking down the street. Don't just assume he was a bum. You don't know who he related to, who he know, what he know, what he done put down, or nothing else. He could have just been a dude walking to the store, and this dude probably done got all kind of a resume that you don't know nothing about.
You don't know.
Like that.
You don't know.
You know, you got to watch how you treat folks, man.
And we just gonna put this out there because I know the fucking streets been asking, radio stations been asking.
Let's fuck that talk.
Everybody been asking. We sorry. We just want to put that out there. The new URN is in the works. It's just when you make something so iconic, you cannot come weak as fuck. It don't matter what solo albums we came and how hot that shit was. Nothing compares to fucking URN.
You cannot.
So it's got to be as iconic as the first one, and it's in the works. We like drain this bitch with perfection.
Hell no.
We don't play no motherfucking games. It's on the way.
I tell you that from experience. You cannot rush perfection. You can't. As long, man, like y'all know, everybody knows, I done switch genres. I have a metal band. I'm the front man for a metal band now. And for all intents and purposes, at this point, people dig what we doing. We ain't even dropped yet. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's waiting for that first taste officially. And we like,
Get on the steps.
we ain't ready yet. It's not ready yet. And you know, they be like, well, how long will it take? I'm like, as long as it takes.
February 19th. We're gonna drop that. We're gonna buckle down and start this month. You know, the month just started. Next week, like I said, all three should be in rotation. God in the Flesh, your project, and then the joint. If we gotta, I do a song, you do a song, we do a song together. I do a song, you as much as possible, and we'll get all three of them done. I'm halfway done now. Like, I just been secretly working through the summer, like chilling, doing the showcases, and just been letting it come to me natural, like not trying to force it, like, oh, I gotta her.
No, don't do that.
No.
Don't do it.
I see, and that's another
And
thing
then there's
too.
a thing
that,
called
man.
the drip method. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
so
the
you
drip
dripping
method.
them. You know what I mean? So now the anticipation builds up for when you do drop.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Everybody
the drip
oh,
method is a
shoot,
great thing, man.
Yes.
The drip
Listen.
method is great.
I love that nigga. Pause. But that nigga right there, sometimes that nigga he make me proud and he piss me off at the same time. I'm gonna tell you why. And it's
Facts.
funny. Listen, we had a system. You drop, I drop. You drop, I drop. This nigga done got to the point where he drop. And it ain't about the inconsistency of me. It's the fact that that nigga got me working all the time to make his shit the best shit ever on top of the best shit that he done already put on top of the shit. So
Yeah.
he come out with UV4. I'm like, all right, that was enough inspiration for me. I'm going in. I go in. I come back 2-3 days later. This motherfucker got a whole list of new tracks he about to do.
Oh God, UV5
Then he finished.
was already by like January, February of this year. I had already had the tracks,
40
the
tracks.
bars.
Oh,
I was
wow.
not playing.
UV5 in the back end. I'm
You're like, man,
collecting
what
all
the
the
fuck,
motherfucking
man?
music for God.
You're like, man, like, what the fuck you doing, man?
I got beats over here. We can choose from them for the URN.
I only did a promo UV4
Here's
like
a beat
maybe
for you.
3 months.
I
And
know
I'm
already
already
wrote
trying
10
to think of the next volume. Like, when your pen hot like that, you don't want to chill.
No, you don't.
You know, and I'm not a TV guy as far as like movies and shit like that. So if I watch something, I'm drawn to it, and it's something in it while I'm watching it that's gonna make me feel inspired. They're gonna say something. It's gonna be a scene or something. And
Right.
as you see, I
It's
don't go nowhere without 3 phones.
Man,
3 phones.
I got
Wow.
2. You know what I'm saying?
One
It's
for
like,
rhymes, you know, one for like my business, everything else, then one for like social media. So I'm constantly writing my phone up. Ooh.
Let me tell you how
Let me see
real
the
it is,
clock.
man. Nigga, I was asleep 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the motherfucking morning, dog.
Tell it,
This
man.
nigga calls me. Hello. This nigga sound like he wired the fuck awoke. Hey, I did it. Nigga, what did you do? I'm thinking he about to tell me he had to whack somebody. Oh, we need to get out of town. I got to drive or some shit. He like, I did it. What did you do? Hold on. This nigga press play and nigga, I heard 800 bars. 800 bars. 20 different beats. All in one go. Not a stop, not a pause, not a nothing. Just go. I was like, yeah, dog, you did it.
Yeah.
did
Well,
that
that was
shit.
one of the sessions we was talking about. We was in the vault a couple days ago and just going through different projects that we had in wave form and not MP3. And it's a funny story. We were staying on Dover, and I was there dolo. And one night I'm like, you know, they not respecting my pen. It's the niggas that can't write that's trying to talk crazy about my pen. It's freestyle this, freestyle that, no pen, no pad, okay. So let me show them that I'm in all pockets. I'm not just in one box, one category. Boom. Not knowing what I'm doing, I tried to run all the tracks together, then save them all.
Okay.
Shit crash.
Damn.
I was
Fuck.
sick.
Fuck.
On my soul.
I say
was
that for you.
sick.
You're like, fuck.
I was sick for a week. I'm talking fucked up.
Man, that
From Sunday to Sunday, that Sunday
The
came
crash
back.
will destroy your motherfucking
Yeah.
dreams.
Man, it would, man, Lord, yes, man.
That Sunday came back. The
I'd have
next
cried
Sunday,
behind the crash, man. I'd
about
have
9
cried
o'clock at
behind
night.
the crash.
I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to the store, give me a couple shells, give me some water, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna try to fuck around. I get back,
Blue
and
screen.
I run the same tracks. About 16, 17 joints, back to back, and just smash them. And it was at that moment I realized, oh, you bullshitting you. You letting these niggas bullshit you, bruh. You know what you got. You know what you doing. Why you wasting time? Like, like time just sit the fuck around for everybody and wait for them to catch up. Get busy. And ever since then, it was like a different shift. When you get to Death Before Dishonor, when you get to Bury Me a Beast, when you get to that first fucking UV, it was a different. I had became a different animal with my.
I could hear the difference. I could hear the growth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That shit was amazing to me.
Yeah. I'm like, I hear this guy here, and then I'm hearing him right here, and I'm like, yeah, he owned something. He got something.
UV1
He got something
Classic,
special.
deemed classic out here. For all the real ones, all the real artists and fans deemed a classic, and then you was a part of two. Like, so you got to see the steps.
That was my pleasure to be a part of it. That's like, man, that's a classic I'm on, man. And he had me bring out, I think, one of my most classic verses I've ever done. You know what I'm saying? And he brought that out. And that's the whole thing when you working with other people, man. When you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if I'm just not stuck here, but I got this other motherfucker over here that brings something, and I feed off of that, and I fed off of that.
That's
I fed off of that. I fed off of that, and I sunk my teeth into it. And I said, I'm gonna give him the hardest verse on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? And
ran a little scheme on the engineer at the time. He told me how much time I had to make the project and how much it cost, and I ended up making twice the amount of records.
That's because, man.
That's how I became a double. He thought
in
when
this
we came to
business,
it was
we
gonna be a
had to
single
learn
CD. Wasn't
that time was important.
Yeah.
Whatever we was fucking doing, everything that costs money, time is precious.
Oh yeah, hell
The
yeah.
motherfucker that you give your money to, they really don't give a fuck about your time.
No, they don't care.
No.
They just want that
They
dollar.
want that money.
So we got to a point where we sat in each other's face and was like, hey, look, when we dolo doing us, when we doing our shit and ain't got to be whifty nifty with the money, we can take our time and be comfortable. But with these other motherfuckers, it's work them like dogs. They want my motherfucking money, work them like dogs. We didn't went in on an hour session and got 4 songs done.
I'm an engineer's worst fucking nightmare.
Workhorse.
Not because I'm gonna fuck up 100 takes and the music content gonna be whack. Is that I'm gonna be working the moment that receipt come across and that money get fucking handed over. I'm working. I'd have been rehearsing this shit all fucking week.
Right, all fucking week. You about to go in there, and this motherfucker gonna be sweating by the time you finish.
They'd be like, "You want to listen to it?" Nah. I heard it when I did it. I hear it when you mix it.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't no stumbles, so no. I said it exactly.
I know what I did. I know what I did. I don't want to hear this right now.
Save it. Next one.
Put the shit together. Right. Keep going. Keep going. Exactly. But that's professionals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's professionals.
Go ahead and get it done.
I don't need to hear a damn thing. You don't need to hear a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? You, like you said, you already know what the fuck you fucking said. So mix this shit right.
Yeah.
Put this shit together right.
And that's the thing.
And then
though.
I'm going
don't ask me if I want to hear it. That shit sounds just exactly how it sounds
I don't
when I
need
fucking
to hear
recorded it. When it sounds immaculate, that's when I want to hear it.
Right.
It don't sound like shit now except for what I recorded. So don't play that shit. Just go to the next.
Right.
Oh, we forgot something. I feel so bad.
Brother, come on, man. You ain't. Don't worry about it, man. Bring it. Come on.
Rest easy.
Man, yes. Man. I was saying this earlier.
Fuck
we talking about Cheek.
I got chills.
Chico, we got to. Yeah.
Rest easy.
Rest in heaven, brother.
Chick the Freak.
I wasn't gonna do. I wasn't gonna
man.
leave this. I was not gonna finish without.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I got the like I
My
said.
heart heavy today.
My heart
man.
was heavy, man.
Yeah.
And shout
I
out
got
to
to
Hip Hop
yesterday.
Workshop that I'm a member of. I went there today and we did show love to Chick the Freak.
He was
Some
one of
y'all
the
will
ones.
see
Man,
it.
Chico,
was
man.
Me
one
and
of
Cheek,
them
me and
ones.
Cheek
I have
had a
memories.
relationship.
Never met him. I never met him.
Man,
He was one of them ones.
Hey, and he,
Yeah.
hey, and the brother was so fucking animated.
Man.
When he walked into a room, that energy, you was like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, man? And
Yeah. You know, I had the
ones.
pleasure of, you know, being with him and, you know, got with this crew. They was doing 3-in-1 Entertainment, just trying to build. And got a chance to get invited down to Columbus. This dude had like a showcase and he was just bringing people from all over different states. And we got a chance to go down there and rock it. For me to see that man on stage, you know, doing his thing, like his energy was just like great. And then on top of that, me and him was like real boys because we talked. You know, I'm a freedom fighter. So, you know, when he had some things going on and he seen me out there, he always gave my props. He said, I don't care what, man, you always on that front line. You know, you ain't trying to do the politician thing. He said, you do it hands on. Because when a lot of stuff happened, I was by myself. When they did the 137 shots, that happened 5 days after my brother was murdered by the police. I didn't even know that had happened until somebody called me because 5 days I was in mourning of my brother because he was my brother in every sense of the word. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he was in my dreams and I couldn't find him. And then when I get this phone call, the person that you call your brother that you've been trying to find for 2 weeks, I got to go visit him in the casket. And something kept telling me that he was in trouble, but I didn't know where to go. You know, when you know, we was the type of brothers that we used to go through situations where we got to bounce house to house. Hey, this situation don't work. We got to move over here. So me and him both was doing that, you know. Then all of a sudden I get this 137 shots, and then the girl that got murdered was a personal friend of mine that I used to walk to the shelter. Used to have other G's used to walk her to the shelter. Then you got the dude that get murdered in that. His father stay in Twinsburg. Henceforth, I leave from Cleveland and moved to Twinsburg, and I had met the father before then. Now this the same father that was cutting my grass. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm connected with both of them. I still have conversations with both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I done hugged the mother. Now I'm going to the father, and I'm this, and then all of a sudden here this is with my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know my thing is, I don't care what. It could be any one of y'all people, and some unjust happen. I'm on it.
Front line, like you said.
Front line, off
That's
top.
what matter most.
I don't like people come to me and say, "Hey man, no, I don't want to be councilman." They told me, "Well, you can't never be mayor because you against the police." I didn't want to be mayor. But I'm going to tell you like this, I'm going to make my impact
The right way.
felt. When they said on 137 shots and Black on Black came to me and said, we finna run up in City Hall, I ran up in City Hall. And when we got to counting off 1, 2, 3, and we got to 137 shots, it was this chump that was the security in there, ran back and told Frank, hey, it's a dude with the glasses on the front. He counting too loud. I'm counting too loud. So he manufactured the beef. I got a song called whatever. The chump's wife then fell in love with my song, whatever. Instead of coming to me like a man, you going around talking about you got this beef for me and you mad. But you look how much older you are than me. So how you ain't going to address me as a man? You address everything else.
Guess what, family?
So now when I go to see you as a man and say, hey, bruh, is it a problem with me? No, bruh. It wasn't like that, and it did the whoop. But see how karma, but see how karma come. Now you finna bury
That's what I was just.
your
That's
people's
what I was just about to say.
because
Sonny.
you wasn't
Look how it
insensitive
come
to the
around.
Yeah,
though.
oh man.
Look how it come
It
around.
came
though.
around, man.
As black mothers been crying and fathers and people been
Yes.
getting their people
Right.
maliciously killed and murdered by
Yes.
police and people in the streets,
Man.
and you do nothing.
Nothing.
All you done
You
in
ain't
your
do shit,
term
man.
was you got that fucking train running up and down Euclid. That's
it.
all you done.
That's
And
all
granted,
you done.
Cleveland
And then
Clinic,
we
whatever
did
they
a-
wanted.
And then,
Right.
and then we
Exactly.
need a fucking Euclid corridor.
No.
Didn't.
Then we
Not at
need,
all.
man, we could have dealt without the fucking Euclid corridor,
Any
man.
Could have still been the 6.
right.
Thank
Still
you.
been
Always
six.
work.
Thank
Always
you,
been six.
always. We
Then
could have,
not
man,
to
we need
mention-
that shit, man.
Not to mention, cut the ribbon on a $90 million project that he got $6 million from.
See what I'm saying?
That project where they just built them them things down in the flats when they're supposed to be building them high rises to where people who own businesses can have their office downtown. So if they stay out in Akron, they can just come downtown. He cut the ribbon for that. $90 million. They cut him a $6 million check for being with him.
Man,
he advocated that crystal that sit right there.
That motherfucking chandelier.
That chandelier right there at 14th. The same day. Facts. Go sit back and call up Al Porter and them to see if I'm lying. You see me on the video. The day that they had them crystals and was finna raise them, we was still protesting 137 shots. The head dude that was in charge of designing the crystals came to me personally and asked me, was I sit back and was I against the crystals? I said, I'm against the crystals, but right now, I'm for the fallen soldiers of 137 shots. So I said, if you not gonna rock with that, damn them crystals. That dude took off running and ran in the doggone building and got away from me so quick. He was like, man, that dude out there's something else. I said, because I'm not finna run from y'all. Like this brother right here say, I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna say exactly what I want to say. I'm definitely on it because these people's family need us.
Right.
They need us.
They don't need us to be scared.
They need us out there to fight that injustice. If they want to know if I'm real with this injustice, go to my Facebook page, Ronte L. Devon. Go to my Facebook page, and when you pull it up, the big picture you see in the background is Emmett Till leaning on the television when he got the shirt and the tie on. The first picture I had was KRS-One. When I switched it and I put Emmett, I had Malcolm X because I'm forever Malcolm. But I switched and I said I'm gonna put Emmett Till. Me and his middle name is spelt the same. That injustice right there still sticking my craw to this day. So I ain't gonna never quit fighting for him.
Yeah.
That's my mission. So when I see injustice done to us, and I'm speaking on hip hop too, when I see the injustice of people like y'all that's doing y'all thing and can't get the respect that y'all deserve, it's sticking my craw. It make me mad. But see, when I get mad, I ain't just gonna sit around and just keep walking around here like a wounded puppy. It's time, like y'all said, get to work and let's get these projects out there and bring that real music back.
And
that's what see that'll weed out all that old nonsense for real.
That go for these three letters. That's what URN stands for. Like, it's more than a group with me, my brother. It's more than a movement. It's a way of life. And people ask me, what do URN stand for? And I tell them all the time, it stands for unrestricted nigga. Now, when they say, well, why do you need the nigga? It's because I'm being what everybody says I am. You're an ignorant, unchallenged, uneducated, unknowledgeable, and unteachable person. Well, at the same time of that, I'm going to show you how smart I am in saying what I want to say.
The total opposite.
So when you say unrestricted nigga, I can't be sold. I can't be bought. I'm going to give you everything raw and cut, and I'm going to give you exactly what the fuck you supposed to have, how you supposed to have it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to water it down. I'm not going to put a little bit of sugar in it. No, nigga, you going to get all this.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, y'all.
Oh, hell yeah.
COVID.
Yes, sir.
Vaccinations.
Man.
These NBA Negroes thought they were above life. And they slave masters showed them, you do what we say or you don't have a say.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Now, I will say, I did get mine. But I only got mine because I'm a theorist. I want to see what the fuck the hype is and what it ain't. Now, of course, I'm real big on.
Man.
I'm real big on my health, but I'm more bigger on the government taking care of my health. Because I'm one individual like y'all is. Everything in the world that they give to, they give this medicine to this person, that person, that person, that person, and expect the same fucking outcome. Well, I was born different. I might have a different blood type. Hell, my body parts and bone structure might be even fucking different. So you can't tell me that this is safe for me if it's safe for them, even if they got the same diagnosis. So I was against that shit. I'm always against. I ain't never had a fucking flu shot or none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't even know if I ever had the fucking flu or pneumonia. All I know is I chew and that's it. And 2 weeks fucking later, I'm back doing and even if I am sick, I still gotta take care of me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make money, I take care of my family, I got fucking bills to pay, all that shit. So this is where I was with COVID. I worked the whole pandemic. I'm talking all the way through, not a motherfucking day off. I think, and they were talking about that 14 quarantine shit. Nigga, I had to work so much that working and then working with the people I work with and then seeing the shit on TV and then listen to the news and then the dumbass president that we had. COVID, whether motherfuckers want to believe it or not, was a psychological thing. They listen, and like I said, when I'm a theorist, they can tell me on the news how many motherfuckers done died. I ain't seen it. I don't know nobody that died from COVID.
I think these are manufactured fucking numbers.
Yeah.
Fuck that. It was a social experiment. My mama told me something.
Doing, yeah.
My mama told me something that I never knew. The world is fucked up, right? We base our economy off the fucking world. And in order to get economy to be at a stable condition, you have to murder 1 million or more. Population is fucked up. And it's niggas is fucking and having babies like rabbits.
Yeah.
Population control.
Population control,
At its
yeah.
highest.
Yeah.
At its highest form.
Yeah.
And
that's
we
what
talk
it's all
about this.
right now.
We talk about this is what God in the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about. I don't care. I talk about y'all putting shit in our water. Why is it fucking fluoride in our water?
Right.
Right. Facts.
Why are you giving
Speak on it.
mammals, other mammals, milk, knowing it's going to destroy their molecular
And they
structure?
putting fucking they putting the equivalents of rocket fuel in fucking milk, dog.
Why are you destroying our food?
Right.
Why are you not educating the people? You are a fucking plant eater. Your teeth, you don't have fucking canine teeth. You're not supposed to be eating meat.
Right.
But we do.
It's all one big fucking game.
That's all it is. That's all it is. And you know, I ain't never been one for putting anything foreign into my body. You know, you came up with this shit too fucking quick, if you ask me. You know, and then you got old Crazy Joe's ass talking about now.
Everybody endorses.
It's the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated. Well, hold on one motherfucking minute. If everybody's vaccinated, if I'm unvaccinated, ain't that supposed to protect you?
Wait, bro. Look, even though I did get my shit, it didn't make me feel no different.
Yeah.
Listen, I knew this shit was a game when I saw the current POTUS at a meeting, and this motherfucker said, and y'all can slay me however y'all want. I'm an unrestricted nigga. This nigga said, if you live wherever the fuck hurricanes hit, get vaccinated. What the fuck does that have to do with this motherfucking wind and rain and water washing us the fuck away about this bitch? So I'm a win against this bitch with a motherfucking vaccination?
That shit is crazy.
That's some crazy ass shit, man.
It's crazy.
It's all
that right there is when I knew. Alright, so I'm gonna just let y'all niggas know right now. If everybody that got vaccinated, their eyes turn red and they start turning into motherfucking sleeper cells, just whack me. I respect y'all niggas at the end. Just whack the fuck out of me. Don't even let me cross enemy lines, nigga. Hey, that's my nigga. He not going. And just lay me the fuck out. This shit is ridiculous. It's really fucking ridiculous the way this shit going. And I'm going to just keep it 100. Look, hey, being a theorist, like I said, yo, I kind of warned motherfuckers about it, and motherfuckers really took it as a joke, but I was joking, but I was serious at the same time. There's things in society and in the world and that you visualize, that you see on TV that tell you shit before it happens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, it's called predictive programming.
There's episodes of this episode of that episode of that episode, and I'm gonna give you one.
Okay.
There's an episode of Boondocks. Remember the chicken flu?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so How many people can recall that COVID hit right after them motherfucking chicken sandwiches at Popeyes?
Yeah.
The world was in line. Niggas was killing niggas.
Motherfuckers lost their damn mind,
sandwiches.
fighting and killing over there.
That shit started soon Kobe died.
And as soon as that shit
Soon
slowed
Kobe
down,
died.
look, as soon as that shit slowed down, we ain't got no more chicken. COVID hit. Everybody got COVID and niggas are dying. Then Delta hit recently. What the fuck did them niggas just come out with? That niggas are still in line 2 fucking blocks down for. Them stupid ass chicken nuggets.
Yep. Yep.
And then we wondering why niggas like R. Kelly going to jail for little girls that look like grown women because all they eat is fucking Popeyes and McDonald's and shit. Because I can remember back in the day when I was in school, these little chicks didn't have all that.
No.
And we was amazed at who the fuck had it.
Right.
Not everybody. It's 10-3. It's 10-3. Got it like that. They can tell a motherfucker, I'm 18 and be fucking 14.
Right.
White girls didn't even have no ass.
That's
right.
That's the epidemic now.
But somebody said something to me, and this is what we all got to get prepared for. And he's dead now. Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
They live.
He had an interview about it was the anniversary of They Live, and he says, "What scares me the most right now is the world is changing, and we don't know what the fuck is changing into. Processed food. I talk about this with my mom all the time. Why is it every place you go, each fucking patty is different? If it's the same fucking animal and it's supposed to be the same thing. I can go to the store days, patty me a fucking burger. I go somewhere else, that shit is different because it's a fucking formula that they're using to make it. It's just so much shit, for sure.
Yeah,
like it's just
for real.
And another thing that's been bothering me, and I know you go through this a lot in your quests. The police.
Oh man.
But this is my problem. I argue with people online. When I walk past a police car, and I've had trouble with police,
Me as well.
I'm not scared.
Mm-mm.
When I walk past a motherfucker like me and you, and they not acting like a black person, and they being a nigga, I get tight. We just left the liquor store. Them was niggas.
Oh, hell yeah.
Them wasn't, I just work 9 to 5. It's the weekend, me and the old
No. It was niggas. It was niggas. When you said you came from, I said, oh, Lord, them niggas.
Yeah, them was,
That is the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
With every city, that's what the fuck is wrong.
And that's what the motherfuckers is counting on.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's what they counting on.
They counting on us to be straight niggas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, fuck the fact that niggas is in my group name. Everybody got a different terminology for a nigga.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they use for nigga and our use for nigga is different.
Yeah.
Now, I could call another nigga a nigga, but it's a niggas gotta understand it's a difference in the way you say nigga to a nigga that's being a straight nigga. When you be like, hey, what's up, my nigga? Or you, nigga?
Right.
It's a difference in the way you say that
It's a
shit.
difference.
Yeah.
And I don't think the world understands the terminology and difference.
When I say nigga, I meant that it was black males with no direction and living for nothing. Nigga.
Yeah. Nigga.
Right. Exactly. That's how
Right.
I say it.
You hopping out of a car to go into a liquor store to get a fucking bottle. How much fucking drama you gotta be in? You gotta have a gun.
Right.
These motherfuckers like they need a gun to go to the bathroom in their own house.
Right.
And ain't nobody in there but them.
Hey, but see, though,
Ain't that crazy,
look,
man?
though, I
Scary.
peeped something.
Yeah,
I peeped something in that motherfucker that made me, after you said something about it, made me weary as fuck. Like, this got to be some ongoing type of shit. Like, when we was coming this way, I was like, in my head, I don't even want to roll in that motherfucker, because even though it's where I love, it ain't where I want to be.
Right.
Mm.
And they got a sign posted up that I ain't seen this sign nowhere. Like, you can see signs that say something about no firearms and shit, but these motherfuckers got a whole handwritten sign. No guns allowed, no matter what the fuck.
Right.
That means you just got niggas in this bitch rolling up in this motherfucker just...
Exactly.
And they was.
It
I'm
was.
sitting right in the car and I'm watching them cars pulling up and people hopping out, adjusting that motherfucker.
Right.
And they going into the liquor store.
The liquor store.
And that's a bad, fucked up combination.
That's a bad, man.
You got a gun and you about to drink.
Man.
I ain't going where you
No,
going.
I won't be nowhere near your
I ain't
ass.
going.
Next part of it, mental fucking health.
Oh man.
Black people don't want to admit you done had some traumatic shit happen to you as a child, and you haven't got over it, and you're an adult raising kids and living life, and you haven't dealt with it, and then you just go on and on and on and on and on, and that's when people snap, they fuck up, they end up doing some shit that they necessarily wouldn't have done if they'd have just got that shit worked on.
Right.
Man, I tell motherfucker all the time, I'm fucked up. You know,
I speak, you know, I
tell
speak on,
motherfuckers,
I
I'm
do public
mentally fucked
speaking
up.
too, so I speak on a
and
whole
that,
lot
that's
of
a lot of
stuff
times why
because
I have to
I've
stay
been through it.
in my zone
Right.
to be where I'm
Right.
at. 'Cause I know
And
I'm
I have
fucked
to-
up.
yeah.
And I used to have to tell motherfuckers when I was younger, I'm not really, I'm avoiding you not because of what I think you gonna do to me. It's because I'm fucking worried that I'm gonna fuck you up.
Right.
And I don't need that pressure.
Right.
I don't need that fucking pressure. And motherfuckers will really mistake that shit for a weak nigga. I'm not in forms to be, I was never raised to be a weak nigga. I'm around too many gangsters to be a weak nigga. You know what I'm saying? I done had to earn my stripes. I done had to pull my rank. I done had to, you know, I didn't have my card pulled. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, you can't change my manhood.
Right.
The only way you can change my manhood is if you show me exactly what you told me you was gonna do, and that's gonna fuck me up. So if you ain't did that, I don't give a fuck. But I don't trust none of these niggas out there.
No.
You know, nigga gotta keep the pole. And I ain't one of them gun-toting ass niggas. I'm one of these type of niggas.
But these days, motherfuckers don't want to take an ass with you.
And that's the whole thing, man.
I got to
Niggas
talking
is
with some
scared
young
as
dudes,
fuck.
and they was like, I just ran up on him. I said, "Why is it in the hood, man? Y'all dudes be the first one." He was like, "Because we can't take no L's in the hood now, because the girls be tripping."
No,
I said, "Cause of what?" He said, "Man, we keep the guns and get to shooting instead of fighting, cause man, you take an L in the hood, your life is over with, man. From where we come from." I said,
Where the
Why the
fuck?
fuck,
Nigga,
how
where
the
the
fuck
fuck
we
do you
still
come
here?
from?
Why
is we still?
Hey.
I said, how is we still here? He was like, "Oh, gee, man, you don't just understand." I said, "I don't understand."
Nigga,
I got
see
underwear
further than your
older
ass.
than you. I done walked concretes that you couldn't
Don't
walk
tell me
back
what
in
I
the
don't
day.
fucking
He was like,
understand.
"Man, what you mean, OG?" I said, "Dude, let me tell you something, bro. I came from the era where if you wasn't from there and you walked up over there, you better, if you didn't say something that somebody identified with, or somebody say, hey,
better
that's
be prepared to
so-and-so's
answer for that
nephew,
shit.
or this is such and such, or you had some kind of stripes already, oh, bro, it's finna be a long night, bro, because you gonna be doing these every time you go over there." I done watched dudes I knew with hands used to get jumped, because the girls was liking the dude that ain't even from over there. You know what I'm saying? It's been many dudes I done been on the bus, and dudes be like, "Hey, man, hey, I'm gonna shake your hand now. What's wrong?" "Man, I'm about to go over here and get beat up." I'm like, "Well, why is you going?" He like, "Man, my little girl over there, man."
And see, you had to explain to
man.
a stupid motherfucker,
You know,
when you get to talking about
Yeah,
girls
you
is
know,
tripping and shit.
yeah,
Listen, I have to go back into my era. Hey, look, nigga, you obviously don't know shit. Because, look, you talking about what bitch and what girl and what hoe was tripping. Let me tell you what I know, nigga. You got your ass whooped, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could wake up tomorrow and you can potentially redeem yourself and fuck that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You die or you shoot that nigga and go to jail. That bitch don't care fuck no about you. She gonna fuck the next nigga and the next nigga and the next nigga. She might not even put nothing on your books. All right, your stupid ass.
Yeah.
So who life over, my nigga? Whose life is over?
Yeah, and I sat.
The nigga you shot, yeah, his life is over, but your shit done too.
I sat in the penitentiary with some of dudes that these dudes out here get props to. You know, they had big eras in the street. Hey, man, I'm so and so. That's such and such, and that's this, and the third. Hey, when they checked them guns in at the door, half of them dudes that had the street cred used to come to me. Hey, man, can you walk the child with me?
Delegate some shit up.
Can you this? Because see, when I was in the joint, I'm like this here. See, my thing is this: I always respect a man as a man. I don't care what geographical location he come from, because my grandfather always told me, if a man comes to you like a man, You respect that man
Hell yeah.
as a man.
Exactly.
So if
And
you give
especially
me
he ain't come
love,
to you all
I'm gonna
broke
give
and
you
shit.
love in
Right.
return.
Right.
That's just how I always been. When I got down there, everybody wanted to make it a, you know, yeah, it was a gang of Cleveland. Oh, you can rock with us. But see, my thing was this. Back then, I was locked up through the East-West beef. So back then, everything was hip hop. Everything was rap. I rap. So when I went in, it wasn't even about where I'm from. Can I flow? So the fact of me freestyling, and then I had been rapping longer than these dudes, I had an insight on hip hop. So it went from, and nobody knew where I was until I'd been down there for a year. It's just that the way I talk and assimilate with dudes, it became a hip hop camaraderie. So the Cincinnati dudes ain't looking at me like, I don't know where he from. They looking at it like he got bars, I can rap, let me rock with dude. The
Right.
Columbus dudes is like, he a cool dude. Every time we see him, he always talking hip hop. So when they come to me and be like, hey man, what you got going on today? Or every time they heard me, I'm always speaking about hip hop, the history of hip hop. So I always was spitting knowledge. So the young knuckleheads is like, shoot, we ain't beefing with him. He a cool dude. So they got all around me. The dudes that had the reps from Cleveland, like, I'm so-and-so and I'm leader of such and such gang, whoop, whoop. They couldn't walk that yard like that because them dudes still had that aura and chest blew out and thinking that just because they rap sheet or what they was in there for was going to protect them. I come around, they coming to me like, man, how is you cool with such and such? I said, because they ain't did nothing to me. We ain't here bidding together. You know, I hung around real warriors. So when I had something go on, they got behind me because they seen I was a stand-up dude. I fell out with a Toledo cat. It wasn't the Cleveland dude. It was the Cincinnati dude that stepped up and said, hold up. This our dude. We gonna rock with him. Cleveland looking like, how is Cincinnati rocking with you? Because I showed them brothers love off top. And they just knew I was a real dude. Them dudes was like, hey, he a real warrior because I was willing to stand. It was 6 of them dudes. I didn't know who was gonna rock with me because I didn't know nobody down there. I put my hands up. I looked up in Cincinnati and said, well, if he bend his arms, we gonna bend ours. That's when Cleveland came around and was like, oh, well, shoot, well, let's get your back. And by the way, where's you from? I said, I'm from your city. They were like, man, we didn't even know he's from Cleveland. But the way you was willing to stand up, we gonna always rock with you and respect you. Flat out. When I went to the hole, and they was like, name all the people who was finna get into it with you. I said, who you catch? He said, well, we just caught you and them 6 Toledo dudes. I said, well, I'm going to the hole. Just me. They said, but we saw 46 people behind you. We just need this so we can go get them and put them in the hole too. I said, who you catch? He said, I said, the catching come before the hanging. Who did you catch? He said, we caught you and 6 Toledo dudes. I said, right minds up and take me to the hole, player.
Yeah.
When I got out the hole, the Cincinnati dude said, Ronnie B, I don't care nothing about the hole. You should have just came and got me. I don't play them games.
Right.
Yes.
It didn't make no sense for me to mention you. I was the one that had it. I took it on the chin. Let's go. From then on, I ain't had no problem with Cincinnati.
You know
So
what?
stand on it. That's because you
And
were
I'm
standing
glad,
on
I'm
it.
glad you
Yeah.
said something about that. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. I'm at a point now where I'm almost like, fuck the rap gang. Because y'all niggas done made it legal to snitch, and I'm cool on that.
You know what, man? That right there is a hell of a way to close out a fucking show, man.
I'm serious as fuck, man.
Hey,
There's
yeah,
too many
and
niggas
I-
out there
yeah,
ratting
right.
on niggas for
Yeah,
nothing.
for
I don't give a
It's
fuck
a rap
how you-
culture.
Rap
Yeah,
culture.
yeah,
They
fuck that shit.
They done made it cool.
Metal don't
Yeah.
have to worry about
Yeah.
that shit.
No.
Country don't have to
Don't
worry about that shit.
no.
No other genre.
R&B, none of that.
reggaeton, none of that.
None of
shit.
that.
Don't worry about
None of
that
that.
shit.
But
Hip
rap.
hop.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas is
So
straight snitching on niggas and
Yeah.
still getting glorified though. Like
Yeah.
we love that guy.
right.
Fuck that bitch ass nigga, man.
6ix9ine.
I don't give a fuck what happened to that nigga.
Any average,
Man.
the
You should
average
have took that
black
shit on
man
the
in
chin and
America.
got
Man.
nigga. You knew what you was signing up for when you got in this bitch.
Right.
This nigga, I don't know who the fuck told you it was bells and whistles.
October
Right.
3rd.
October 3rd. You know, man. You know what? We're gonna have to have a part 2 with you already.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
yo.
gonna need a part
In the
2
mystery.
where you are in. Yeah.
But let's
Battle coming up too, nigga. For all you battle niggas that like. to
let
spit
them know
that
what
game.
y'all got going on real fast before we
For
stab
sure.
up out of here.
Yeah.
October 3rd, Nefarious Music Summit, part 3.
Part 3.
Bigger and better than any
tomorrow,
of them, my
baby.
nigga.
Should be
Let's go.
the biggest artist showcase we've had under the Nefarious banner of this year. I know it's at least 20 artists.
And it's still gonna go up from there.
Yeah. Guaranteed there's gonna be more added. November 7th, Fall Brawl, the Nefarious Battle League.
Come with your bars.
You know, we got the headline, Timeless MC.
Timeless. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh yeah. I fuck
well
with Timeless.
tested, battle tested,
Oh yeah. I fuck
skillful,
with Timeless.
skillful, going against Ferocious B. You know, representing the 102nd and Markview. It's gonna be crazy. You got I'm bringing out people. You got King Kai versus Jay Lee, and you got Orion's return. We got 2 returns: the return of Orion and the return of Buck Remy. This shit gonna be crazy. This shit gonna be crazy.
I saw Remy about a month or so ago, man. It was like reunion. We hadn't seen each other in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad to see that.
Big things popping over here in the feds, man.
Plenty
So,
things
man,
coming.
I'm trying to tell you.
Man, so you know, I'm glad that y'all finally came out, man, and
Definitely a pleasure.
yeah,
to sit with
definitely.
y'all, man.
We appreciate y'all.
And you know, y'all welcome to come back
Welcome to
anytime,
come
man.
back.
Oh, yeah.
Because everything we can't just get this all in one fucking show.
no.
You
We
know what I'm
back here. We
saying?
back here. God in the flesh.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Work.
Well, we're gonna have that time.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to set that time directly aside for them.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But man, man.
And we coming back when we drop the whole URN.
Yes.
We doing a whole press run for that
February,
shit.
Yeah.
It'll be frequent.
We doing a whole press
work.
run for
That'll
that
work.
shit.
Yeah.
And it's needed.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like I said, my
Willing to
brothers,
bring you
man.
back. Yeah.
I'm just so
Yeah.
man. I'm glad to see y'all doing what y'all doing, man. Keep that shit up, man. I want nothing but success for y'all, man.
For sure, man.
Y'all
You
deserve
too, my
it.
nigga,
Y'all
'cause your
deserve
energy
it.
crazy as fuck.
Y'all deserve it.
Yeah.
Y'all
You out
deserve
here,
it, man. Yeah,
you out here
man.
setting trends for this
2022, it's gonna be fucking crazy for
You
me.
out here setting trends with this metal shit.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Chris Harris.
Yes, sir.
Harris, yeah.
Shout out to
Salute.
Boss King.
Salute.
You know what I'm
Boss
saying?
King,
Our
lifestyle
family, baby.
detail. Yeah, it's the
Man.
family. Oh, shout out to the co-op too.
You know,
Yeah,
that's all of us,
sure.
man. That's all of us,
That
baby.
co-op, we
Co-op,
definitely gotta
baby.
salute that.
Hey,
'Cause my
2020
1008 Vision brand is in it.
All
And
of
so
us are
for all y'all
co-op.
that
You know
thought
what I'm
that
saying?
this
This
1008
family
was
right
over
here.
with,
This family
there's some
right
new
here.
stuff finna
This-
happen, so stay tuned.
This is
It's
family
coming.
right here, and
Yeah.
this family ain't playing.
At
We ain't
all.
playing.
We ain't
We
playing
ain't doing
at
that.
all.
We're like, what we say, bro? We do this for the culture, not for their enjoyment.
And if you ain't down, sit your ass down.
Have a seat.
Nefarious.
Hey,
Sir,
we
you
out.
already know what it is.
Peace. God bless. And above all, what we say, outwork everybody.